Hey guys, I just want to do a quick training and share with you guys a few tips if you're doing Q&As, opportunity lives, if you tips that and things that you can add to your opportunity lives. So, one, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jenna and I'm an independent paparazzi consultant. I'm a premier director with Paparazzi right now. My consultant ID number is 348135, and I've been with Paparazzi for almost a year and a half now. So if you are not doing opportunity lives or Q&As, whatever you want to call them, if you're not doing them, I will let you know right now, you should be doing them. I will say this, you should at least do one a month. But I'm going to suggest you do one weekly because you never know who's watching, and depending on the time that you do your Q&A, your opportunity live, different people are going to see it. Not everyone may see that one that you do once a month. So if you do it weekly, you'll have a better chance of more foot traffic, more people seeing them, right? So a few things that you should be making sure that you're doing when you say I am doing when you post on Facebook or Instagram, you put opportunity live or Q&A, whatever you're putting, you need to make sure that you are always putting the income disclosure statement there. Okay, that is not something that even paparazzi requires. This is something that it's like a government thing, okay? Like the FDA or whatever it's called. That's something that they require, okay? It's not even paparazzi, okay? So don't even be mad at paparazzi about. So you need to make sure that's always in there because when you are talking about your business and you bring up your business, you need to put it there. So I will suggest you, even when I go live and I'm sharing my jewelry, I will sometimes be like, oh, I dropped this, I'm a hot mess today, and look, they still let me get paid to play with purity jewelry, even though, and I'll tell you, I'm the queen of my numbers being backwards. I do not know why, for life of me, I cannot get them straight. Okay, so you don't have to be perfect to do paparazzi. But every time you're talking about your business, that income disclosure needs to be there, okay? And I will put it in the link as well. But you need to make sure that you are doing that. Okay. On top of that, there is you can find, and I will post it as well. There's frequently asked questions that people ask us paparazzi consultants all the time. So you need to kind of get yourself familiar with them. Okay, what I did, and this is like really wonky, but I was in a hurry when I did mine. I generally was. I was in a hurry. So I just copied it down. I have it here on my desk. I just copied it down. I'm going to show you. This is okay. I copied it down, just wrote it down, all the questions and answers. Okay. And because at the time I didn't have a printer that worked or anything. So all I did was just copy and write it. If you got toilet paper and you got a crown, write it down. Okay. It doesn't matter what you use. Okay. Use what you got. Okay. So I wrote down all of those questions. Questions like, what is our commission? Our commission is 45% commission. If you are a paparazzi consultant, that's one of the basic things you need to know, what your commission is. How much do you pay for a piece? These are basic things you also need to know. How much do you pay for a piece? $2.75. What you charge your customers for one of these is $5, but what you pay for is $2.75. So if you sell this for $5, $2.25 goes in your pocket, and the other $2.75 you can use to purchase another piece. So those are things that you need to know. Other things like, does paparazzi offer vacations? Yes, paparazzi offers vacations. Do you have to be a certain rank to get them? No, you don't. Does paparazzi offer recognitions and rewards and stuff like that? Yeah. So if you look back here, you can't really see all of it, but I have awards on my wall back there. I have tiaras back there. I have trophies back there that I have earned just from working my business. Wasn't doing anything spectacular. Wasn't over here doing cartwheels or anything because Lord knows I can't do a cartwheel. Okay, but that's one thing we get is recognition you get rewarded for just working your business, just doing your thing, just making money for your family. Because I can tell you, I was that mom. Before I was a paparazzi, I was that mom who forgot who I was. I got into this mode, just stuck in this lane of I'm a mom and a wife. I'm a mom and a wife. There was no, oh, I'm still myself, right? I lost that. I lost that, and Paparazzi has brought that back for me. So yes, we get rewards, we get recognition. Okay, what else does Paparazzi offer? Guess what? Do you know Paparazzi doesn't have catalogs? If you're a consultant, you should know that there's never catalogs. What's our website fee? You should know how you should know how much you pay for your website fee. If you don't know what that is, you need to find out. But don't worry, I'll tell you. Your website fee is free, okay? Free. 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 Zero. Nothing, okay? Free. Free. So that doesn't cost you ever anything. They give it to us for free. And we get to use it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's another thing that a lot of other companies don't offer. These are things you need to let your customers know. Those customers who are spending $100, $200, $300 a month on jewelry, you're like, girl, you could be spending $275 on this instead of $5. Even if you just want to do it for the discount, that's okay too. No one's saying you have to go out there and recruit and like do all these things. Like your story, your reason why is going to be completely different. And that's another thing that you should cover when you're doing opportunity lives or your Q&A lives. Tell a little bit about your story. You don't have to go on for an hour telling people about your story. You can just tell them a little bits and pieces about it. You don't have to tell them the whole reason why. You can give them a few reasons this time, and then when you do another Q&A live, opportunity live, you can also give them a little bit more and tell them a few other different things of your why. Like for me personally, my why I started was because we were financially broke and we were homeless and we needed to have some type of change. Okay, so we needed to figure out something. So I'm going to break my story down really quick into just a couple of minutes. And it's, if you sit down and you write it out and read it a few times, it'll be a lot easier for you. So you're not just like I don't want to say word vomiting, but basically word vomiting, just going over the same thing over. So we went from being homeless, we lost everything, and I mean everything, everything. We just took our kids, our animals, and our clothes. We had nothing else. For 6 months, we lived in a motel, went to different motels, and it got to the point where we were stuck in this rut to the point I was like, I felt the lowest of the low. It's so humiliating and it makes you feel so worthless that you have to stand in food bank lines at churches and stuff with your kids because they won't give you a certain amount of food unless you show that you actually have these amounts that you need to feed. Our oldest daughter wanted to go to college, and we were a family of seven, so we were at that point where we weren't poor and broke enough that we could get financial aid or anything, but we also didn't have the extra money for her to go. So she asked for a while she can go, and we couldn't afford it. So my daughter also wanted to do ballet for a while, and we just couldn't afford for her to do ballet. And the teacher was even working out things with us and just couldn't. So I got to the point where I knew we had to do something. And I had tried all different other direct sales before, and it just didn't work. It was a whole revolving door of, okay, I got my $200 commission check for the month. Now I have to buy catalogs, I have to buy samples again, I have to buy fabric swatches, all this stuff all over again. So by the time I was done, I didn't really have much left of anything of all this hard work that I put into it every single month. So I watched my sponsor for 2 years, unfortunately, 2 freaking years, and asked her every question I can think of. I was like, I need to do something. How are you making this work? What makes this different from everything else? And she told me because of the price point is freaking awesome. It's $5. We don't have catalogs. We don't have a website fee. You don't have to buy samples all the time. You can do it 100% from home. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. What's the worst I'm gonna lose? Nothing. I'll get 35 pieces of jewelry, and that's it. So I had to sell things on virtual yard sale sites so I could come up with the money. So after all that, I get my kit. A year into it, just shy of a year, guess what happened? We were more financially stable. We're not rich or anything, but we weren't doing the bill shuffle anymore. If my kids want to go to the grocery store with me and get their own box of cereal, and it was a name brand cereal, guess what? They got to get that name brand cereal. And I have 4 girls. They all got their own cereal box. That was something we never got to do before. So to me, that was like wow. That was more of like a wow thing, being able to buy gifts for my kids without having to worry about my husband's income or asking him to take money from paying the bills. But my biggest accomplishment in just 1 year of being with Paparazzi has been the fact that within that 1 year, my daughter asked me again, can we look into college again? Yeah. So I said, okay, look it up, see what's going to cost. So guess what? She told me how much it was going to be for all her classes and for her books. And I was like, I can do that. I can pay for that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can do that. So all I did was I can pay for it. My jewelry business is going to be able to pay for you to go to school. Wow. I've never had that. I've never felt that. So I gave her my card. She paid for it. Went the next day. Went picked up her books and everything. And now she just started her summer session of college for her second semester. And she's going to school full time. Okay. Not meaning to cry, but let me tell you, the fact that in a year what Paparazzi has changed for our family from us having nothing and losing everything to now, if my kids want that box of cereal and my daughter wants to go to school and she wants to go to college, we can do that now, and we don't have to worry about taking from one bill to pay for something else anymore. It's freaking awesome. It's crazy, and I wouldn't change it for anything. And I am so blessed that I am on the journey that I am, and I won't change it for anything. And that's just a little bit of my story with Paparazzi. I don't mean to cry, but it's still kind of new for me that we're able to pay for certain things and have the financial freedom that we have that we never had. And my husband and I have been together right now for 22 years, and we've never had this before. And we've always been pinching pennies and squeezing them damn things dry. So it's been a big change. So that took me maybe like 3.5 minutes or something to tell you just a little bit about my story. So you can share a part of your story. You don't have to share the whole thing, but just share a part of it and then talk to them about the opportunity. Talk to them about the awesome benefits of Paparazzi, about the discount, the website fee, no catalogs, no samples. You get awesome recognition. And I can't tell you about other teams. I can only tell you about the team I'm on. We get freaking awesome training. My sponsor, Jill Valero, does trainings on Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Once a week, she does trainings. I have trainings because I have a team of 122 ladies underneath me. I do trainings as well. Natalie Hadley also does trainings and everything. So if you decide to take the opportunity, or you already are a paparazzi consultant, and you'll know by joining under our team, you won't be left in the dark. You will not get your box and be like, good luck, good for you, I hope you figure this out. No, I will talk to you, or if you sign up under someone else who is on our team, we will ask you what your goals are, what you want, and everything with the business, whether it's just for a discount or a couple $100 a month, or you want a couple of $1,000s a month. Whatever your goal is, we can help you meet that and let you know, okay, these are how many pieces you can sell so you can make this amount of money a month, and have a plan set for that. You are not giving your box and be like, so here's your box, I hope you can figure it out by yourself. No, it doesn't work that way. We are here to help you and help guide you and mentor you. But this is your own business, so I am not going to hold your hand and do things for you. It is your business. You got to run it yourself. But when it comes to needing help and advice and stuff, we are here to help you. And that is one thing that I love about the team that I am on, is such a sisterhood that no matter if you need help, whoever can answer the question for you will answer. They're not like, oh, well, you gotta go talk to Jill, you gotta go talk to Natalie, or whatever. No, it's not like that at all. Okay, so I don't want you to think that that's how it is or it should be. Okay, so awesome training. You get your hostess rewards for every 10 pieces that you order. I think so. Cover all those things. Um, Let them know, tell them a little bit about your story, what your why is, because someone is going to be listening that your story will resonate with. Now, my story may not resonate with someone else. Someone who has had those financial struggles may not, like, they may not, they're like, okay, yeah, she had this. So it may not be the same for them. But there may be someone out there who may hear my story and be like, well, she was able to do this. She was able to get herself out of poverty with paparazzi. I can do that too because we're all capable of doing this. Anyone can do this. A man can do it. A woman can do it. Anyone can do it. As long as you're 18 years old and you got a social security card, you can do paparazzi. So just share a little bit about your story. Make sure you know those frequently asked questions. And I will tell you, if you don't know the answer to something and you are a consultant, just ask your sponsor. Ask someone on the team. Because that's what I have actually had to do that myself. I didn't know the answer to something, and I was doing a Q&A opportunity live with one of my downline, and her and I did not know the answer. So I was like, and I was live, I was like, unfortunately, I don't know the answer to this. It was about getting a necklace named after you, because you can get that too. We didn't know what the answer to the question was. So I was like, I don't know, but guess what? I'll find out and I'll get back to you and let you know because there's no shame in not knowing the answer. If you don't know, you can find the answer for them. So I hope this was beneficial for you and it helps you a little bit. And I hope you start doing your Q&As if you're not doing them, or if you are doing them not as frequently, maybe you'll start doing them a little more frequently. And yes, they are kind of scary, but that's okay. Team up with someone else, partner up, and do them. The more frequently you do them, the easier it becomes. Just like going live and clicking live to sell your story. In the beginning, it might be scared, but after a while, you're like, oh, whatever. So just go ahead and do it. Just do it. Just do it. Okay. All right. You guys have a great evening, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.